गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। आज हम इकोनॉमिक्स का फर्स्ट चैप्टर द स्टोरी ऑफ विलेज पालमपुर करेंगे। इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ पालमपुर। द पालमपुर विलेज हैज अबाउट 450 families belonging to several different castes. The 80 upper caste families own majority of land in village. The SCs, Dalits, comprises one-third of the population. The facilities available in village Palampur. Most of the houses have electric connections. Electricity powers all the tube wells in the fields and is used in various types of small business. Palampur has 2 primary schools, 1 high school, a primary health center, and 1 private dispensary. The village is well developed and connected with neighboring villages and towns like Raiganj and Shahpur. There are 2 types of activities in Palampur: farming activities and non-farming activities. Now the farming activities. Before going on farming activities, let us understand the organization of production. Production basically needs land, labor, and physical capital. Physical capital is of 3 types: fixed capital, working capital, and human capital. Fixed capital includes tools, machines, and buildings which can be used for production over many years. Tools and machines range from very simple tools such as farmer's plow to sophisticated modern machines. The modern machines includes generator, turbine, computers, etc. Working capital includes raw material and money in hand. Unlike tools and machines and buildings, working capital are used up in productions one time. Production requires a variety of raw material like yarn is used by the weaver and clay is used as a raw material by the potter. Money is also required during the production to make payments or buy other necessary materials. Human capital. We will need knowledge and enterprise to be able to put together land, labor, and physical capital and produce an output. This is called human capital. Every production is organized by combining land, labor, physical capital, and human capital, which are also known as factors of production. Now coming to farming activities. Farming is the main activity of Palampur. 75% of people are working in fields and farmers, but there is a constant rise in population, so the wasteland are converted into cultivable land. Now there exists no land to convert to cultivable land. Now we have seen that the land is fixed. So is there any way to grow more crops on the same field? Yes. If we use modern inputs like HYV seeds, fertilizers, modern farm machineries, pesticides, irrigation methods, we can produce more crops on the same field. Now the question arises, will land sustain? Land being natural resource, it is necessary to be very careful in its use. Scientific reports have stated that modern methods have overused the natural resources. Green revolution is associated with the loss of soil fertility due to increased use of chemical fertilizers. Now let us see how is the land distributed in the village Palampur. In Palampur, about one-third of the 450 families are landless. That is, 150 families, most of them are Dalits and they have no land for cultivation. Of remaining families who own land, 240 families cultivate less than 2 hectares of land, which doesn't give much profit. In Palampur, there are 60 families of medium and large farmers who cultivate more than 2 hectares of land. A few of large farmers have land extending over 10 hectares or more. So, who will provide the labor? After land, labor is the most important necessary factor of agriculture. Small farmers, along their families, cultivate their own fields, thus cutting cost of labor. Medium and large farmers hire farm labor to work on their fields. Farm laborers come from landless farmers or farmers cultivating small fields. Non-farming activities. Dairy farm. Dairy is common activity of people of non-farming category in Palampur. The milk and other dairy products can be sold at neighboring cities and towns at good profit. Small scale manufacturers. At present, less than 50 families are engaged in manufacturing in Palampur. Manufacturing involves very simple production methods and is done on small scale. These are done with the help of family members. Shopkeepers. People involved in trade are not many in Palampur. The traders of Palampur are basically shopkeepers. We can see small general stores which sell a whole range of rice, wheat, sugar, tea, oil, biscuits, notebooks, soap, toothpaste, batteries, pen, pencil, and even some cloth materials also. Transport fast developing sector. There are a variety of vehicles in Palampur, ranging from traditional vehicles of transport to modern vehicles. There are rickshaws, tongas, jeep, tractor, trucks, traditional bullock carts, etc. The ferry people carry goods to one place to another. The number of people involved in transport has grown over the last several years. Now let us have a look on the farm gallery. We can see different types of crops, scenes of village, old model of harvesters and new model of harvester. Different types of seeds are shown in the picture. See the changing phase of agriculture, old way flowing and modern way of flowing. Thank you, students.